Before autographing his new memoir, Pat O'Brien, sports and broadcast legend, spoke with me about redemption. His new book is entitled, I'll Be Back Right After This. I'm Michael Real, and this is ReelUrbanNews.com.
You played against Michael Jordan and you are dying to tell this story.
I have. I played MJ one-on-one. He's got a decent little outside shot, but I killed him in the paint.
Let's bring in a guy now who's covered many Super Bowls over the years, Pat O'Brien, the host of Fox Sports Primetime. Pat, how are you?
Recently, I caught up with the greatest and probably the busiest athlete in the world. I asked the man himself, how do you do that?
But after Regis, there was Pat O'Brien.
Insider's Pat O'Brien got an exclusive interview with her, and he is in London this morning. Hi, Pat.
I just love Pat.
I've been a friend for a long time.
Oh, he's cool. He's fun.
He has so much style. Nice to see you.
So how does he make the impossible look so possible?
It's like a oasis in the desert. You think you see something, but it's just emotion of legs, emotion of my body.
Did you hear what happened to Cameron Diaz?
All that training in Charlie's Angels paid off.
And only the insider has Madonna's take on the stateside brawl.
Hey guys, how are you?
Fine, how are you?
What's going on?
Good. Michael Real.
Michael, how are you?
Fine.
Nice to see you.
Looking great.
Thank you very much.
Pat, in your new memoir, you write, the thing about television is that everybody has one.
Exactly.
How crazy is this medium television?
Well, I mean, as we found out in the Emmys this year, people still watch. I mean, it was all the rage was, Netflix and all the cables and that, but then all the Emmys went to traditional TV. But you find out quickly enough, if you're on as much as I've been on, that literally everybody. I remember I was in Alaska one time, in the farthest northern part of Alaska, up almost near the North Pole, and there's an Eskimo sitting on a bridge on a dock, and he's ice fishing. And I walked over, I said, what are you catching today? He goes, hey, how do you think the Sixers are going to do this year? So yeah, they all got them, satellites and then the whole thing.
Your name is synonymous with sports in America. When you step back and look at sports, how much has it changed? How popular is it?
Well, it's gotten so big. I mean, it was football used to be one franchise. CBS had it, NBC had it, ABC had Monday night. Now it's everywhere. Now you can get Monday night games, Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday. Fantasy football and gambling has taken over to the point where just everybody's involved. Football is a huge $9 billion sport now, and people love it. People love American football, and it's just become so huge. All the sports, because there's so much of it now. Back when I was doing it, I was like the guy, not meaning I was the man, but well, I guess I was.
But you were the man.
No, but I mean, because I was the only one doing it.
Sure.
That's how you get
to be the man.
Notoriety. Well, because CBS had the NBA.
Sure.
And we had all the college basketball, and we had football, and now it's spread all over the place, which is great. It's better for the consumer.
What is it like being an architect of television, sports, entertainment coverage?
Architect. Well, here's my. I say to all the guys who are doing it now. I say I taught you everything you know, but not everything I know. So I've kept some secrets to myself. But before I started doing halftime, there was no halftime.
Sure.
And I remember we had to go to the commissioners and say, "Can we interview your players?" It seems odd now, but we did a lot of things that were out there and at the Olympics as well. But the guys that do it now are great. The coverage is incredible. I would rather sit home and watch than go to a game.
What's next? Great book. It's you talk about everybody that you know around the world.
Right.
You were global long before people knew what global really meant. What's next for you?
There's probably jobs out there that I don't know about.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine the way I am right now. People are calling again, but I don't know. You said architect. I really don't want to go back and do the things that I invented, and I'm certainly not going to do entertainment again. And I don't want to go back and do all that again. So we'll find something. I'm going to write another book, and we'll see how it goes.
What was it like? What was it like for you to write this book?
It's a nightmare. I mean, it took 4 years because I changed so much in the 4 years.
Sure.
And as I look back on, when I finished it, I thought, God, I was busy.
Sure.
But finally, when it was over, now it's reaping the benefits. But It was, it was tough to write some of that stuff, especially about the downfall and the alcoholism.
I did some things I'm not proud of. I did a lot of things that were distasteful. I did a lot of things that were wrong. It's been brutal for me and my family. You're on the road, you drink a lot. Sports is a fraternity.
And he is the man, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
And back in the 80s, it was really a fraternity. We would travel with Magic and Kareem, and I'd travel with Jordan and Pippen.
Welcome back.
In the downtime, you sat and drank with them. In the uptime, you watched them play basketball. The sports world is a fast-track business. I mean, you're in one city one night, another city another night. You race to get to the airlines. You get on the plane, you drink all the way home, and you get up the next day and say, my God, what have I been through? One of the reasons I got out of sports was my son. Sean would call me and say, I hit a home run today, or I scored 2 points today. And I started missing those things. And here I was calling the biggest games in America and missing what really were the biggest games, my son's.
The book is about redemption.
Sure.
If you're going to read it for scandal, you're not going to get much. But it's about redemption and second chances.
What is it like to be redeemed?
I used to hate when players said, I thank God for my life. I used to say, you know what, let's not do that anymore. Let's not take that time. But now I know what it's like. I do thank God for my life. I'm not sure I'm totally redeemed, but I feel like I've made a difference. I feel like I'm helping get a lot of people sober. I feel like all that stuff is behind me. And redemption comes, I think, when you get to the pearly gates. That's the final redemption.
What I found as we prepare to wrap is, what I found interesting was that you really talked about your son and how important he was and is to your life.
Right. Well, I'm a good dad, and we're very close, my son and I, and I put him through a little more than he needed to be put through. But he stuck with me. He knows who his dad is. The book, it's dedicated to him, and it says, this is who your daddy is. And he knows exactly who I am and what I'm about, and that's between him and me, and it's unconditional love. He'll never stop loving me, and I'll never stop loving him.
So it's safe to say, after writing I'll Be Right Back After This, I've been redeemed.
Maybe that's the title of my next book. I've been redeemed. Put me on some sort of church thing, No, I've been blessed. That's what I've been blessed.
Thank you so much for your time.
Good interview. Thank you.
Without further ado, Pat O'Brien to discuss his book. I'll be back right after this.
Ready? Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming. As F. Scott Fitzgerald wrote about his favorite character, Gatsby, so we beat on, boats against the current, borne back ceaselessly into the past. I had the best seat in the house, I think. Now, that's some damn good writing there. That's how it ends, and the rest of it, I'll take questions, though, because that's the easy one.
I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place.